Well, my friends, if you know me well enough, you know that the next video I'm going to make and the video I'm making today would be safety during the holidays. You know that I am just this fiend for safety. So, sorry. So, we have to talk about safety as always. Whether you're in a wheelchair or a walker, or if you're blind, or, whatever the disability is, we tend to move a little bit slower and figure things out a little bit slower. So, and be able to stop some dangerous thing from happening in a slower manner. So, I have my usual tips for the holidays. Oh, yes. So, my first tip is the candles. A lot of times we love candles for the holidays. We put them everywhere and we light the candles, and then guess what? We forget to blow them out. Yep. And then, that could cause a serious fire. So, you want to be extra, extra careful. And if you can't use candles, and you might say, well, at least I can't use candles in my apartment, or I can't use candles in this institution, or whatever it might be, you can always get, and they're pretty nice these days, you can get battery run candles. And they're really pretty. They really are. So look them up on the internet. They're not that expensive. So you can use battery run candles. And that is like the safest thing. Yes, it's not the same thing as a real candle. And, we might cry and kick and all that kind of stuff and squirm. But if it is for safety, because we tend to forget, then your battery run candles are the answer. The other thing is fireplaces. For all of you who have fireplaces, you got to be extra careful during the holidays and not leave any embers or anything glowing or burning when you go to bed. So it's just those little things. But there's also the extra little things, which would be the cords that you're using for your lights. You have to check the age of those cords and if they are healthy. Also, never plug in two power strips into each other. Those only can be plugged in separately. So there are certain things that we need to do to make sure that there are no sparks. If your extension cords are old, please update them. It doesn't cost too much to update, your cords. And your power strips, you can't plug one power strip into another, please, because that will cause an huge shortage. So they're not made for that. So they have to be plugged in separately. So your extension cords and your wires, make sure that they're not dried out and they're not broken. It's just those little things that sometimes we forget to check. And, and this needs to needs to happen. Sorry. I get those little froggies in the morning. So you really want to be careful with your cords for the lights. Make sure they're healthy, they're not broken, and they're flexible, and they still look good. So check your wiring. Make sure, if you do decide to use candles, make sure, leave yourself a note to blow them out before you go to bed. And if you have a fireplace, to make sure there's no embers, nothing burning, make sure you put that fire out. Just make sure the condition of the chimney itself is healthy. There's so many fires during the holidays, and it's like we have to put these notices out far and wide to make sure homes don't burn down for the holidays. It's the worst time for a home to burn down. Or an apartment complex or whatever it might be, for the simplest things. So, so that is it. It's just healthy cords. It is making sure that the fireplace is a healthy one, and you put it out at the end, completely put it out. The candles, if you have concerns for yourself forgetting, then use battery candles. They're very pretty ones on Amazon. They don't cost too much, so um, just prepare yourself for just safety during. I am going to be safety during Christmas and New Year's. Kwanzaa, whatever you do, celebrate. Hanukkah. Even for Hanukkah, there are candles that have batteries, and you can light one after the other. So it's all these feasts that we can be safe. Truly, folks. And when you're in a wheelchair, it's like, oh, I don't want to get up again, to check the candles and make sure they're out, and there's nobody in the home. So it's not worth going through that danger. So that is my safety video for Christmas. And you know that I am frantic to make sure that everyone is safe, because we have a hard time getting out of bed and getting to safety if something does happen. Maybe you were completely safe, but your neighbor wasn't. So you still have to be prepared to have that plan on how you're going to get yourself to safety, especially during the holidays. You never know. So kitchen fires, lamps, lights, cords, candles. So any of those things can happen, and maybe not in your home, but the next door neighbor. We just have to help each other. So to remind each other to be safe, and no matter what. So be safe in your home. Remind the neighbors to be safe, and we all will have a successful, happy, joyful, peaceful Christmas and New Year's. Don't forget to watch the videos down below, and feel free to criticize and point out things, or how this video or that video helped you. That helps me, evaluate my channel and to improve my videos. So feel free to pick out one of those videos there and like this video that you watched. All right. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.